Hey, hockey fans, how's everybody doing? Let's review a couple scores from Saturday, and then we'll make some picks for the second day of playoff hockey. Sunday, got 3 games spread out through the day that are meaningful games, and then one meaningless game at the end of the day, Calgary and Vancouver. Saturday, we had Edmonton and Vancouver play, and Vancouver won that game 4-1. I picked Edmonton, got it wrong. That was a meaningless game. But then the playoff hockey began, and it was Boston and Washington. I took Washington to win the game, and they won 3-2 in overtime, which was great. I was a little worried when Vanacek got injured and Anderson came in, but other than quite a few rebounds, I thought he did a good job helping Washington secure that first win. The 3 stars of the game were DeBrusk, Ovechkin, and Oshie. It was a solid game. It was a great game. I enjoyed watching it. So Boston and Washington, game 1 is over with Washington being the winner. That was my best bet. So that record is 1-0. Games are 1-0. And then in the parlay, Washington hit, which paid good at 2.1. And then I've got Florida for Sunday in this parlay. And if it hits at 2.05, that's just going to be, it's going to be a nice little hit. Well, let's make some picks for Sunday. Day 2 in playoff hockey. Got the New York Islanders against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Obviously, first game for both. When the season ended, Pittsburgh was 8-2-0 in their last 10 with a current 3-game winning streak. Jarry is listed to be in net for Pittsburgh. The Islanders were 3-4-3 in their last 10, and they had one overtime decision as their streak. Varlamov is listed to be in net for the Islanders. They ended the season in 4th with 71 points in the Mass Mutual East. Pittsburgh ended in 1st with 77 points. The Islanders, they ended their regular season with a 3-2 overtime loss to Boston. The Penguins, they ended their season with a 1-0 win over Buffalo. 2 years ago, these teams met in the first round, and the Islanders swept Pittsburgh 4-0. The Penguins do have a home advantage here. They have a very strong home record from the regular season. They were 22-4-2. But the Islanders, I mean, they play tough hockey. They ended in 2nd for goals against for the season. And I think the Islanders have been preparing for this for a while. For the last 2 weeks of the regular season, they were resting lots of guys, getting ready for this. Crosby has been playing great for Pittsburgh, leading the team. And the Islanders have not had any luck in Pittsburgh. They're 0-4 for the regular season in Pittsburgh. And the Islanders are going to need to get the first goal. When the Islanders get the first goal, they have a great closing ratio because of the style of hockey they play. They are 23-2-2 when scoring first. I'm going to look to the Islanders to score first and win this first game. 5 out of the 8 games were 1-goal games. I am going to parlay the Islanders in a parlay, but not on money line. I'll do it puck line plus 1.5, and I feel really good about that. Next game, afternoon game, we've got Minnesota against Vegas. Vegas, in their last 10 for the regular season, they were 7-3-0 with a current 1-game winning streak. They have not listed whether Fleury or Leonard is going to start this. Minnesota, they were 5-3-2. Current 2-game losing streak. Talbot has been confirmed for the Wild. They ended the season in 3rd with 75 points in the Honda West. Vegas, they ended in 2nd with 82 points, tied with Colorado. This is the first time these two teams are going to meet for playoff hockey. The Wild, they ended their season with 2 losses to the St. Louis Blues. Vegas, they ended their season with a 6-0 win over San Jose. Minnesota holds a 5-1-2 record against Vegas this season. They have an all-time record of 11-2-3 against Vegas. No other team in the league has played Vegas better. Vegas, though, has always been a tough team. We all know that, and it's going to be a tough task if Minnesota is to win. But the Wild have crazy depth. I mean, top 4 lines can go out and score, no problem. And they've proven that they can score on this team, even in Vegas. And Vegas has got a few question marks. Pacioretty is a game-time decision. Martinez is a game-time decision. So I like the Wild here. I like them a lot. I don't know why they are such an underdog as far as the odds go. I think smart money will be on the Wild because if they go by the numbers don't lie. And Minnesota owns Vegas. I like Minnesota here, unless you go by the Vegas rule, and that is house always wins. That may be the case. Vegas could win, but I'm picking Minnesota. I like Minnesota a lot here, and I think they're ready for this game as well. And it won't be easy. I mean, you got Stone and a number of talented guys on Vegas, and either goalie is going to stand up, so it's going to be a good game. Good afternoon hockey game. I'm picking the Wild to win. Next game, got Tampa against Florida. Florida, their last 10 for the regular season was 8-2-0, probably the best in the league for the last 10. They had a 6-game winning streak going. Bobrovsky has been confirmed to be in net for Florida for this game one. Tampa, they were 6-3-1 in their last 10. They had a 3-game losing skid going. Vasilevsky listed to be in net for Tampa. They ended the season in third with 75 points in the Discover Central. Florida, they ended in second with 79 points, only 1 point behind Carolina. Teams played each other twice already in May. May 8th, the Panthers won 5-1, and on the 10th, the Panthers won 4-0. The Panthers, they have a nice home record too. They're 25-3 at home for the regular season. Vasilevsky, the last couple times I saw him play, he didn't look that great and he didn't play that great. Whereas I think Bobrovsky, has always played Tampa really, really well. I know Tampa's pretty excited to have Stamkos back and Kucherov back, and obviously those two are threats. There's no question. But Florida has beat Tampa with Stamkos in the lineup, so I don't think it's that big of a threat. I think it might take a game for these guys to get back into it. Florida went 5-2-1 against Tampa in the regular season. And Florida's got some talent. They've got some veterans too. You've got Hornquist. He's been there, done that, and he's a great leader for this team, and he's vocal. I like this Florida team. I think they're going to get a win. I think they're going to win this first game in this series. I'm going to go Florida here. First home team pick. That's my pick, Florida. Now we've got the regular season game. I was going to talk about it, but I'm not going to. It's not that important. There's 3 games left. I'm going to let them play out. I think Calgary will take 2. I think Vancouver will take 1. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to make any of those games my best bet because I wouldn't lay money on any of those games because I don't think it just isn't smart. Anyway, regular season, my best bet closed the record off at 46-32 at a 59% rate. My regular games, I'll let these 3 play out and then I'll do a calculation and see where that ends up. But for day 2 of playoff hockey, I'm taking Florida to beat Tampa. I'm taking Minnesota to beat Vegas, and I'm taking the Islanders to beat Pittsburgh. My best bet, I'm going to make it that Minnesota game. I just like it a lot. Here's an interesting stat, too. Teams that win game 1 are 68.8% to win a 7-game series. Washington's on the right track there. Washington on that parlay with Florida. Washington's already locked in. I'm hoping Florida wins. That'd be a nice little hit. Minnesota, best bet. My other parlay I'm going to do the Islanders on puck line. Plus 1.5 pays 1.42. I'm going to go Minnesota money line. It pays 2.35. And I'm going to carry a game like I did with Florida, but I'm going to carry Carolina puck line. Pays 2.5. And I like it a lot. Hope everyone has a great Sunday. Games are spread out through the day, so pick one, enjoy it, have fun. Good luck with your picks. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.